So next up on my Desperate Housewives character opinion videos, I'm gonna go with Lynette Scavo. And this video is gonna take a while because I want to get in detail with her. And here's the thing about Lynette. I think she tried her best to be a good mother, and I think she tried her best to be a good wife. I think her husband was a piece of shit. And that seems to be a reoccurring theme on this show. But let me explain. There are moments when you think like, oh, she's a terrible mother because she can't control her kids. Those are just kids being kids, and I don't want the excuse, oh, they're boys being boys. No, they're kids being kids. Kids don't listen. Kids try to have fun. Even at funerals, they try to have fun. Kids don't understand. And before you say, well, they're 8, 6, 7, they understand. They understand what's going on around them, but they also understand that death, well, they don't understand. They don't understand that death is like right around the corner, so you need to be serious. They want to have fun. So for them, it's all about having fun for kids. And yes, you need to correct the behavior, which they don't do properly. I don't believe in spanking, but I don't believe that their empty threats are going to do anything. I do think it was disrespectful of Bree to spank her children. But, in a sense, it was the only thing to make them listen. Especially when Lynette could use it as a threat to send them to Bree's house. Like, it is what it is at that point. So now let's actually get on to Lynette. She tried her best to be a good mother. She was a house mom for a couple years, giving up her career for her husband and her kids, even though she was the better person at that job, and they've proved that throughout the entire series. And then later down the line, when Tom wants to be hired at her firm, even though he's very clearly underqualified, he made up a lot of stuff on his resume and still got the job. And she works with him. She tries to basically be his boss, and he starts a tantrum like a little fucking 2-year-old. You knew she was going to be your boss. Stop acting like a bitch. But he couldn't deal with that, and he tried to be the frat boy, and then he tried to be the comedian. Like, yo, stop. You're disrespecting your wife at work. You're being a twat. And Lynette has proven herself to be a great wife. She stood by him after finding out that he lied for years, for 10 years, 11 years, about having a fucking bitch on the side and a child. And before you say, they met before them and they never did anything, bullshit my dick. If he was with this woman every couple of weekends for 10 years, he did something. I'm calling it. And I don't want to hear, oh, well, you have a negative mindset to think he's automatically cheating. Let's look at it. He lied to his wife for X amount of years about a child he found out that he had. If he found out while they were married, he could have told her. If they found out when he already had children, he could have told her. If he found out before they got married, that would have been a better time to tell her. But anyway, so now he's making all these trips. She finds out. And she just thinks he's having an affair, and she leaves him. And then she finds out the truth. She sticks by him, invites this woman and her child to her home. To her family home. And what's the fuck's this woman? Nora. Her mother's name is Nora. So Nora comes in and she is being a slut. And I say this because I am a fucking slut. I know, or I was. Not anymore. She's flirting with Tom. She's putting her tits in his face. She's manipulating situations so that she's always there in Tom's face. And Tom is not standing up for his wife at all because Tom's a piece of shit. So Lynette's just sitting back trying not to cause trouble, but then she has to. She intervenes and she says, let's just go for custody. Taking his love child into custody, into her family, like she's trying her hardest. And then let's skip forward a little bit. And Nora gets shot because of her own stupid, shitty-ass self. And Lynette raises this girl. This girl is trash. This girl's fucking evil. And she's trying to convince the whole world that Lynette's beating her. Post-cancer survival. Like, come on, woman. Good way to go. And this kid is just, like, complete and utter garbage. Just like her mother. And Lynette deals with it. Lynette tries. And what does Tom do? He resents Lynette for having to send her little psycho ass to her grandparents. You could have still seen your child, just away from your wife. She's clearly a risk to your wife and your other family, and you're mad about that. I can't. I really can't. I just fucking can't with Tom. And then later in the years, he's just so fucking disgusting towards her, and she's trying, and she's trying, and she's trying, and she's trying, and he's treating her like crap. And yes, we'll get into the semi-affair for Lynette in a moment, but the point is, Lynette has tried her best for her entire family, even after getting pregnant again, because Tom doesn't know how to keep his fucking dick in his pants. She kept trying to be a good wife and mother. But now we'll skip backwards a little to Lynette's semi-affair with Rick. Because her husband was driving her insane, he pushed all their money into a restaurant that's really failing early on. She starts to romantically see her manager that she hired. Now, hiring him, there was no ill intent. He jumped in, saved the day. She wasn't going to hire him, but he jumped in and saved the day, so she said, fuck it, I'm hiring him. And he was pulling in good money, but he was turning a, cheap family restaurant into a high-end Italian restaurant, and that was not Tom's dream. So, Tom was getting pissy, acting like a little bitch, and Lynette was sinking, drowning in debt and fear and stress, and Tom is just being a bitch. And yeah, he's injured, but he's still being a fucking bitch. And so she starts to have dinners with Rick at the restaurant, dressed pretty, wearing perfume. And Tom knows something's going on. And then they get locked in a freezer together because the place gets robbed. But she is very dressed to the nines, and they just had a fancy dinner all on camera. So Tom tells Rick he needs to quit. He can't see his wife anymore, and blah, blah, blah. So Rick finally admits that he has feelings for Lynette, and she gets mad about it because she just wanted this to be escape from her drowning. And yeah, it's not right to cheat on your husband, which she was emotionally cheating on her husband. But Tom deserved it. I'm so sorry, but Tom deserved it. He really did. And you can't convince me otherwise that he didn't. I didn't feel bad for him at all during this situation. But later on in the years, he tries to divorce her, and then he wants her back, and blah, blah, blah. He is such a crap husband, and Lynette deserves so much better than him. But, in my opinion, she's probably the best mother. What? No, not really, because there are times when I just want to smack her in the face. But they all have their high qualities and their low qualities, but I will say, sure as shit, Susan was the worst at everything. Anyway, what are your thoughts on Lynette Scavo? If you've watched Desperate Housewives, please comment, like, or subscribe, and let me know what you think. So this is a character opinion video for Tom Scavo from Desperate Housewives. Probably one of the worst fathers on this show. Again, and the worst husbands. Okay, maybe not the worst father. He was like your typical dad, in all honesty. But he was definitely one of the worst husbands. He put his own needs before his wife's. He was selfish as fuck. And he never thought about Lynette until she had her romantic affair. And before and after the 5-year gap, he was still a piece of shit. They first come into him being obsessed with his car and not giving 2 fucks about his kids or his wife's emotions. Dude, you're such trash. And one of the things that, pissed me off when I just recently watched it was with Lynette's cancer. And they're having sex, and he pulls the wig back on her. He won't let her take the wig off, and then he buys her, she, gives in and goes for a cute wig, and he won't fuck her without the wig on, or some type of wig. So she gets hurt and upset, and he's like, it doesn't just affect you, it affects me too. It does, but it affects her more. She's the one getting popped full of chemicals. She's the one losing her hair. She's the one who has to deal with her appearance and her body changing. You just have to mentally yeah, you're fucked. You're struggling because it's your wife, but you're not the one being pumped full of chemicals and poison. And I understand, like, it's an emotional toll on you too, but you're making it even worse for her by not being able to look at her sexually without a wig on. Uh, Cancer affects everyone in the family, but it affects the patient the most. Like, he was so selfish with that, and it pissed me off. But yeah, Tom Scavo is trash. What are your thoughts on Tom Scavo from Desperate Housewives? Please comment, like, subscribe. And even in the later years, when he starts seeing that psychiatrist chick or like yoga chick, I don't know what the fuck she is, he was still trash. And getting back with Lynette, fucking trash, fucking trash, fucking trash. Anyway, what are your thoughts on Tom Scavo? Please comment, like, subscribe, and let me know what you think. Another lazy character video for Parker and Preston, not Parker. Porter and Preston from Desperate Housewives. So, when they were kids, they were played by one set of twins, and as they got older, they were played by Max and Charlize Carver, who also played in Teen Wolf as Ethan and Aiden, which is why I started watching Teen Wolf, but we ain't gonna talk about that. Not really, I'm kidding. So, when they were kids, cute little troublemaker boys, but like, in this sense, it's the thing of like, kids will be kids, they're troublemakers. As they got older, like, they skipped that 5-year gap, so they went from like 12-year-olds to 17-year-olds, like that. So they were doing goofy little 12-year-old behavior, and yeah. And then when they get to like 17, 18 plus, that's when you start to see their characters develop more. But I couldn't keep track of who was doing what. I couldn't keep track of the fact of, was it Preston or was it Porter? Who was sleeping with the old lady? Who got Julie pregnant? Like, my brain. I also think that's because Lynette and Tom have 10 too many kids. But I think their personalities were very much the same in the sense of they both were kind of stupid on some occasions. I'm not talking like actually like, oh, they don't know what they're doing stupid. I'm talking like they both fell in love with older women. They both maybe possibly got the old, like, it was just their whole way of going about things, you know? It was like they used the same character. It was like they used 2 different characters to do the same role, if that makes sense. But yeah. They weren't really main characters or good enough side characters to do a full review on. And that's how a lot of the kids went. But yeah. What are your thoughts on Porter and Preston Scavo from Desperate Housewives? Another quickie review for Kayla Huntington, which was Tom's secret daughter. She was as fucking crazy as her mother. She faked being abused. Also, Lynette would leave. Like, she's insane. And that type of manipulative behavior is taught by her crazy ass fucking mother. I'm glad she disappeared, but I actually feel like it's kind of shitty that they've never mentioned her again. They never, like, said if Tom kept in touch or anything. That was really shitty. So what are your thoughts? Penny Scavo. There's not really much to say. She has middle child syndrome. They forgot about her whenever a new baby was born, and they really didn't pay much attention to her. Same with Parker Scavo. He has middle child syndrome because they gave both of these characters like 5 minutes of screen time, and that was it. Parker was more important when he was a child and had like a grandmother type bond with Karen McCluskey, and that was it.